There's a place on our planet where two great realms collide. It is a line drawn upon the map, yet it is never still. This is the coast, the magnificent boundary where the solid earth gives way to the vast, restless ocean. Here the sheer power of water meets the steadfast resistance of rock, sand. It is a frontier of immense beauty and drama, a place of constant negotiation between land and sea. For countless creatures, this narrow strip is their entire world. To observe the coast is to witness a world in perpetual motion. Nothing here is truly permanent. The shoreline you walk upon today is subtly different from the one that existed yesterday, and it will be different again tomorrow. This is the fundamental truth of the coast. It is a dynamic environment defined by constant and unending change. The sand beneath your feet is not static, it is a river of countless grains, always on the move, carried by water and wind. A single storm can dramatically reshape a beach, carving away tons of sand in a matter of hours, only for gentler waves to slowly rebuild it over the following weeks. The primary artist shaping the coast is the wave. Generated by wind blowing across the surface of the sea, waves are packets of energy traveling across the water. When they reach the shallows of the coast, their behavior changes dramatically. The base of the wave slows down as it drags along the seabed while the crest continues forward, eventually toppling over and breaking. This breaking action releases a tremendous amount of energy directly onto the shore. Powerful high-energy waves, typical of winter storms, have a destructive effect, scouring away sand and battering cliffs. In contrast, gentle, low-energy waves, more common in summer, have a constructive role, pushing sediment up the shore and building beaches. Working in concert with the waves are the tides, the twice-daily rise and fall of the sea level. This phenomenon is caused by the gravitational pull of the moon, and to a lesser extent, the sun. They determine the zone of the shore upon which the waves can act. Currents also play a significant role in this grand sculptural process. When waves approach the beach at an angle, they wash sand up the beach diagonally. The returning backwash then pulls the sand straight back down the slope due to gravity. This zigzag motion creates longshore drift. Perhaps the most familiar of all coastal landforms is the beach. These beautiful stretches of sand, shingle, or pebbles are formed in sheltered areas, such as bays, where the waves have less energy. They are areas of deposition, where the sea lays down more material than it removes. In stark contrast to the gentle accumulation of a beach is the sheer imposing presence of a cliff. Cliffs are formed where the land meets the sea in a steep or vertical face of rock. They are products of erosion, relentlessly attacked at their base by the hydraulic action of waves. The waves force air and water into cracks in the rock, weakening it over time. This undercutting eventually causes the rock above to collapse, and the cliff retreats inland, leaving a flat, rocky platform at its base, visible at low tide. Where a great river meets the sea, another magnificent landform can be created, a delta. As a river flows towards the ocean, its current slows, and it loses the energy required to carry its load of sediment, silt, sand, and mud. The shaping of every coast on Earth is governed by three fundamental processes. They form an endless cycle: erosion, transportation, deposition. Hydraulic action is the sheer force of the water crashing against the rock. Water compresses air in cracks and can splinter the rock. Abrasion or corrosion is waves hurling material at a cliff base. Sand, pebbles, boulders. Those materials act like sandpaper, grinding the cliff away. Attrition is when rock fragments collide with each other. They become smaller, smoother, more rounded over time. Suspension carries the finest particles. Saltation moves larger sand grains by bouncing along the seabed. Traction rolls the heaviest materials. The most significant transport along many coasts is longshore drift. Deposition happens when the sea loses energy and can no longer carry its load. For millennia, the coast has been shaped by natural forces. But recently, a new agent of change has emerged: humanity. Our activities now alter coastlines at a rate that can rival nature. We build structures to protect coastal communities and industries, often without fully understanding the consequences. Seawalls are erected to stop cliff erosion, but they can reflect wave energy downwards. That reflection scours the beach in front of them, and it starves areas further down the coast of sediment. One common management tool is groins. They are fences built at right angles to the shore, made of wood, made of rock, designed to trap sediment moved by longshore drift, widening the beach in front of a protected area. Trapping sand prevents its natural journey along the coast. The downdrift beach is starved of sediment. It often erodes rapidly. Our impact isn't limited to structures. Pollution from rivers and oceans harms coastal ecosystems. Plastic waste litters beaches worldwide, threatening seabirds, turtles, and marine mammals. The coastlines of our planet are a precious and finite resource. They are not static lines on a map, but living, breathing systems that are constantly evolving. As we have seen, they are shaped by an intricate dance of powerful natural forces, a delicate balance of erosion and deposition. The cliffs, beaches, estuaries that we so admire are the beautiful results of this timeless process. They are places of immense natural importance, supporting a fantastic diversity of life. Storm protection, sustenance, recreation. Our growing understanding of these coastal processes reveals their complexity and their sensitivity. A dam built far up a river may trap the sediment that a delta needs to survive. We must move away from old strategies of trying to hold the line against the sea at all costs. Instead, we must look for more sustainable solutions, working with nature rather than against it. Restoring natural habitats like salt marshes and mangrove forests dissipates wave energy and traps sediment. Carefully managing our coastal development, allowing some areas to retreat and adapt naturally, is part of the toolbox. To stand on a coast is to be reminded of the power and beauty of the natural world. We have a duty to be thoughtful guardians of this extraordinary frontier. The future of the coast is not just a story about land and sea, it is a story about our own relationship with the planet we call home.